Ladies and gentlemen, imagine standing at the edge of a vast ocean, the waves crashing against the shore in a rhythm that echoes the heartbeat of the world. Each wave represents a thought, each ripple a flicker of doubt, and as you gaze out into the horizon, you realize that the most powerful force in your life is not the ocean itself, but the way you choose to navigate it. Today, I want to talk to you about a transformative idea. Control your brain. Your brain is a magnificent machine capable of incredible feats. It shapes your reality, drives your decisions, and ultimately determines your destiny. Yet too often we feel like we are at the mercy of our thoughts, reacting to the world rather than shaping it. But what if I told you that you have the power to take control, to steer your mind in the direction of your dreams? Today I will share 3 key points that will empower you to harness the incredible potential of your brain. First, let's explore the concept of self-awareness. Awareness is the foundation of control. Picture this. You're driving a car on a foggy road, visibility low, and every turn feels uncertain. Now imagine turning on the headlights, illuminating the path ahead. This is what self-awareness does for your mind. When you become aware of your thoughts, emotions, and habits, you gain clarity. You can identify the limiting beliefs that hold you back, the fears that paralyze you, and the negative self-talk that undermines your confidence. I remember a time in my own life when I was trapped in a cycle of self-doubt. I was preparing for a big presentation at work, and instead of feeling excited, I was overwhelmed by thoughts of inadequacy. What if I fail? What if they don't like what I have to say? But then I paused. I took a step back and asked myself, what evidence do I have that supports these thoughts? In that moment, I illuminated the fog. I realized that my fears were not facts. They were simply thoughts that lacked foundation. By becoming aware of my mental landscape, I was able to shift my focus toward preparation and excitement instead of fear. Self-awareness is your spotlight. Use it to illuminate the shadows of doubt, to recognize your strengths, and to acknowledge your potential. Ask yourself, what thoughts are holding me back? What new narrative can I create? By mastering self-awareness, you set the stage for transformation. The second key point is the power of positive affirmations. Words are powerful. They have the ability to build you up or tear you down. Every day you engage in a conversation with yourself, whether you realize it or not. What are you saying? Are you feeding your mind with positivity, or are you drowning it in negativity? Let me share a story. A few years ago, I started a daily ritual of positive affirmations. Each morning I would stand in front of the mirror and declare, I am capable, I am worthy, I can achieve my goals. At first it felt awkward, almost foreign, but over time something miraculous happened. The words began to seep into my subconscious. They transformed my mindset. I started to approach challenges with confidence instead of fear. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach became attainable, and my life began to change. You see, your brain is like a garden. If you plant seeds of positivity, encouragement, and resilience, you will harvest a flourishing life. But if you allow weeds of doubt, fear, and negativity to take root, they will choke out your potential. So I urge you, cultivate your garden with intention. Repeat your affirmations daily. Write them down, speak them out loud, and let them resonate in your mind. Over time, you will find that your internal dialogue has transformed, and with it, your reality. Finally, let's discuss the importance of action. Control your brain by taking deliberate steps towards your goals. It's not enough to be aware of your thoughts or to speak positively. You must also act. Action is the bridge between dreams and reality. Consider this. Every great achievement began as a mere idea, a spark of inspiration. But ideas alone do not create change. I once met a young woman named Sarah who dreamed of starting her own business. She had a brilliant concept, yet she was paralyzed by fear. Day after day, she would write plans and create lists, but never took the leap. One day, she decided to start small, attending a networking event. That single action ignited a chain reaction. She met mentors, gained insights, and ultimately launched her business. Action creates momentum. It builds confidence and reinforces positive beliefs. When you take that first step, you send a powerful message to your brain. I am in control. I am moving forward. Whether it's making a phone call, signing up for a class, or simply sharing your idea with someone, take action. Each step, however small, propels you closer to your goals. As we wrap up, I want to remind you, your brain is a powerful ally. By cultivating self-awareness, embracing positive affirmations, and taking decisive action, you can harness its potential to shape your life. The ocean of thoughts and emotions may be vast, but you have the power to navigate it. So today I challenge you, control your brain. What will you do differently? What new thoughts will you embrace? What action will you take? The choice is yours. Step into your power and let your journey begin. Thank you. Imagine for a moment that you're standing at a crossroads, each path representing a different life choice. One path is well-trodden, familiar and comfortable, while the other is overgrown, uncertain, and filled with potential. This is the essence of life, the constant choice between comfort and growth, between the known and the unknown. To control your brain is to take the road less traveled, to embrace the challenges that come with it, and to recognize that every step forward is a testament to your courage. Let's delve deeper into self-awareness. Self-awareness is not merely recognizing your thoughts, it's about truly understanding them. It's about peeling back the layers of your mind and confronting the beliefs that shape your reality. Consider how often we operate on autopilot, reacting to situations based on ingrained habits and conditioning. It's like driving a car without ever checking the rearview mirror or the dashboard. You may reach your destination, but you miss the journey and the lessons along the way. I remember a pivotal moment in my life when I learned the importance of introspection. I was attending a workshop focused on emotional intelligence, and the facilitator posed a question that struck me like a lightning bolt. What do you truly believe about yourself? As I sat there, I realized that my beliefs were often dictated by others, teachers, peers, family. I had adopted their narratives as my own, and in doing so, I had lost sight of who I truly was. I began to journal my thoughts, exploring my beliefs and emotions. I asked myself tough questions. What do I want? What am I passionate about? What fears are holding me back? This process of self-exploration was uncomfortable, but it was also liberating. I began to distinguish between the voice of my authentic self and the voices of doubt and fear that had lingered for so long. With each entry, I began to reclaim my narrative. What about you? When was the last time you took a moment to reflect on your thoughts? When did you last confront the beliefs that shape your actions? Self-awareness is a journey, not a destination. It requires patience and commitment, but the rewards are profound. It allows you to break free from the shackles of limiting beliefs and step into a fuller, richer version of yourself. Now let's pivot to the power of positive affirmations. It may seem simplistic, but the truth is this: words hold incredible weight. They shape our perceptions, influence our feelings, and ultimately drive our actions. The language we use, both internally and externally, has the power to uplift or to undermine. Consider the stories we tell ourselves. I am not good enough. I will never succeed. I am a failure. These statements resonate deeply, often becoming self-fulfilling prophecies. However, when we replace these negative narratives with affirmations like I am capable, I am resilient, and I am worthy of success, we begin to rewrite our stories. Let me share a powerful example. I once worked with a client named James. He was a talented artist but struggled with deep-seated insecurities. He often told me, I'm just not skilled enough to make it. Together, we crafted a series of affirmations that resonated with his aspirations. Every morning, he would repeat them like a mantra. I am an artist. My work is valuable. I create beauty. Over time, James began to internalize these affirmations. He started to submit his work to galleries and received recognition for his talent. His art became a reflection of his newfound belief in himself. This transformation didn't happen overnight. It took dedication and consistency. But the key takeaway is this: the mind is malleable. By consciously choosing our words, we can reshape our self-perception. So, I challenge you to create your own affirmations. Write them down, speak them aloud, and let them become part of your daily routine. The more you repeat them, the more they will permeate your subconscious, transforming your beliefs and actions. Now turning to the significance of action. We live in an era where information is abundant. We have access to countless resources, books, podcasts, seminars, yet so many of us remain stagnant, paralyzed by overthinking and fear. Knowledge alone does not lead to transformation. It is action that turns knowledge into reality. Consider the story of Thomas Edison. He famously said, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration." Edison faced numerous failures on his journey to inventing the light bulb. He didn't let setbacks deter him. Instead, he viewed each failure as a stepping stone towards success. His relentless pursuit of action led to one of the most revolutionary inventions in history. You don't have to be an inventor to embody this principle. Think about your own dreams and aspirations. What small actions can you take today to move closer to your goals? Perhaps it's reaching out to a mentor, enrolling in a course, or simply setting aside time to work on a project. Each action, no matter how small, builds momentum and reinforces your commitment to your vision. Action also cultivates resilience. When you step outside your comfort zone, you encounter challenges that test your resolve. But with each challenge, you learn and grow. You develop a sense of confidence that comes from knowing you have faced adversity and emerged stronger. As you reflect on the power of action, consider this. What is one step you can take today? How can you move from intention to action? Remember, every journey begins with a single step. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back. Embrace the discomfort of growth. It's a necessary part of the process. Now let's weave these 3 key points together: self-awareness, positive affirmations, and action. They are interconnected, forming a powerful triad that can transform your life. Self-awareness provides the clarity needed to identify limiting beliefs. Positive affirmations help you reshape those beliefs, and action propels you forward, turning your aspirations into reality. Imagine waking up every day with a clear sense of purpose. You know who you are, what you want, and you have the tools to achieve it. This isn't just a dream, it's a possibility within your reach. By cultivating self-awareness, embracing positive affirmations, and taking consistent action, you can take control of your brain and, in turn, your life. As we move toward the conclusion of this journey together, I want to leave you with a powerful image. Picture a ship sailing across the ocean. The captain stands at the helm, navigating through stormy seas and calm waters alike. The winds may shift, the waves may crash, but the captain remains steadfast, guiding the ship toward its destination. You are that captain. Your brain is your ship. The storms of doubt and fear may arise, but you have the power to steer it toward your dreams. So, what will it be? Will you navigate through the storm, or will you allow the waves to carry you off course? The choice is yours. Embrace the power of self-awareness. Speak life into your dreams with positive affirmations. Take action, even when it feels uncomfortable. In closing, I invite you to envision your future. Picture the person you want to become, the life you want to lead, and the impact you want to make. It's within your grasp. You have the power to control your brain, and in doing so, to control your destiny. As you leave here today, remember that the journey is not a sprint, but a marathon. It requires patience, dedication, and resilience. But with each step you take, you are moving closer to the life you envision. So go forth, embrace your power, and take charge of your brain. The world is waiting for you to show up and shine. Thank you. As we continue this exploration of controlling your brain, let's delve deeper into the concept of self-awareness. It's a profound and multifaceted journey that requires not only introspection, but also vulnerability. Self-awareness is about recognizing your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, but it's also about understanding the motivations behind them. Why do you react the way you do? What triggers certain emotions? What beliefs lie at the core of your identity? Think back to a moment in your life when you felt overwhelmed. Perhaps it was during a significant life change or a challenging situation at work. In those moments of chaos, did you take a step back to observe your thoughts? Or did you find yourself swept away by the current, reacting without thinking? This is where self-awareness becomes crucial. It allows you to pause, breathe, and reflect before responding. Imagine a time when you faced conflict, maybe with a colleague or a loved one. Did you approach the situation with an open heart and mind, or did you react defensively? Self-awareness gives you the opportunity to choose your response rather than react impulsively. It's about recognizing that your feelings are valid, but they don't have to dictate your actions. Let's explore a personal story that illustrates this point. A few years ago, I was involved in a heated discussion with a close friend about a topic we both felt passionately about. As the conversation escalated, I felt my emotions rising. Anger and frustration began to cloud my judgment. But in that moment, I remembered the importance of self-awareness. I took a deep breath and paused, allowing myself to observe my feelings without judgment. Instead of lashing out, I asked myself, what am I truly feeling? Why am I feeling this way? This moment of reflection enabled me to articulate my feelings calmly and listen to my friend's perspective without defensiveness. The conversation shifted from conflict to collaboration, and we both left feeling heard and respected. This is the power of self-awareness. It transforms potentially volatile situations into opportunities for understanding and growth. When you cultivate self-awareness, you not only improve your relationships with others, but also deepen your relationship with yourself. You begin to understand your triggers, your patterns, and the stories you tell yourself. Now let's transition to the importance of positive affirmations. This practice is not just about repeating phrases, it's about creating a mindset that fosters growth, resilience, and self-love. Positive affirmations are like seeds planted in the fertile soil of your mind. When watered with belief and consistency, they can blossom into a vibrant garden of confidence and self-worth. Imagine waking up each day and starting with a ritual of affirmations. You look in the mirror and say, I am worthy of love and success. I am capable of achieving my dreams. I am enough just as I am. These simple statements, repeated daily, can create profound shifts in your mindset. Let's consider the science behind affirmations. Research has shown that affirmations can activate the brain's reward centers, promoting positive feelings and reducing stress. When you speak kindly to yourself, your brain releases dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter. This not only boosts your mood, but also enhances your motivation. I once worked with a young athlete named Mia, who struggled with performance anxiety. Every time she stepped onto the field, self-doubt consumed her. We introduced a routine of positive affirmations before her games. She began to tell herself, I am strong, I am prepared, I play for the love of the game. Over time, Mia noticed a remarkable shift in her performance. The nervous energy transformed into excitement. She played with confidence and her skills flourished. Positive affirmations can also help combat the inner critic that often sabotages our efforts. That voice in your head that says, you're not good enough, or you'll never succeed, can be silenced with consistent affirmations. It's about creating a new narrative, one that uplifts and empowers, rather than diminishes and discourages. Now let's discuss the vital role of action in your journey toward controlling your brain. Action is where intention meets reality. It's the bridge that connects your dreams to your day-to-day life. Without action, self-awareness and positive affirmations remain theoretical concepts. Think about a time when you felt inspired. Perhaps you attended a seminar, read a powerful book, or listened to a motivating podcast. In those moments, you felt a surge of energy and excitement. But what happened next? Did you take action? Or did the inspiration fade away into the background noise of daily life? I once attended a workshop where the speaker shared a powerful idea. The difference between a dream and a goal is a plan. This simple statement resonated with me. Dreams are beautiful, but without actionable steps, they remain just that, dreams. Let's return to Mia, our young athlete. After she began her affirmations, she realized that simply repeating positive statements wasn't enough. She needed to take action to back them up. So she created a training plan that included specific goals, such as improving her speed and agility. Each week, she set measurable targets and celebrated her progress. The combination of affirmations and action propelled her toward her aspirations. Action doesn't have to be monumental. It can be as simple as committing to a 10-minute daily practice, setting aside time to work on a project, or reaching out to someone for guidance. Each small step accumulates, creating a ripple effect that leads to larger transformations. As you reflect on your own journey, think about what actions you can take today to move closer to your goals. Are there habits you can implement to support your vision? Perhaps it's dedicating time each day to work on a passion project or learning a new skill. Action is the catalyst for change, and every step you take builds momentum. Now let's consider the interplay between these three key points: self-awareness, positive affirmations, and action. They are not isolated concepts, but rather a cohesive framework for transformation. When you cultivate self-awareness, you can identify the thoughts that limit you. Through positive affirmations, you can reshape those thoughts into empowering beliefs. And by taking action, you bring those beliefs to life. Let's dive deeper into the emotional landscape that accompanies this journey. Self-awareness often brings to the surface feelings we may have buried. It can be uncomfortable to confront emotions like fear, anger, or sadness. However, acknowledging these feelings is a crucial part of the process. Imagine walking through a dense forest. At first, the trees block your path, making it difficult to see the light ahead. But as you become more self-aware, you begin to notice the underbrush that has entangled your journey. You take the time to clear it away, even though it might be tiring and messy. This is the work of emotional processing. I recall a time when I faced a significant setback. A project I had poured my heart into was met with criticism. Initially, I felt crushed. But rather than suppressing my feelings of disappointment, I chose to sit with them. I acknowledged my hurt and allowed myself to grieve the loss of my expectations. Only then could I rise from the ashes. Through self-awareness, I learned valuable lessons about resilience and adaptability. Emotions are not your enemies, they are messengers. They guide you toward understanding your needs and desires. When you approach them with curiosity rather than judgment, you create space for healing and growth. As you navigate your emotional landscape, remember that it's okay to seek support. Whether it's through friends, mentors, or professional guidance, sharing your journey can provide valuable insights and encouragement. You are not alone in this process. Now let's return to the power of positive affirmations. One of the most transformative aspects of this practice is its ability to create a sense of belonging, both to yourself and to the world around you. When you affirm your worthiness, you send a message to the universe that you are ready to receive opportunities, love, and abundance. Consider the ripple effect of your affirmations. When you embrace positivity and self-love, you radiate that energy to those around you. Your friends, family, and colleagues are influenced by your mindset. As you uplift yourself, you create a supportive environment that encourages others to do the same. I witnessed this firsthand in a community project I participated in. We gathered individuals from diverse backgrounds to collaborate on a shared vision. As we began our meetings, I introduced the practice of starting each session with positive affirmations. At first, there were hesitations, but gradually, everyone embraced the idea. The atmosphere shifted. People began to share their dreams and aspirations openly, and the energy in the room became electric. Affirmations foster connection. They remind us that we are all human, all striving for growth, and all deserving of love and acceptance. By affirming your worth, you not only empower yourself, but also inspire others to step into their greatness.